yung feeling na hindi ka na masaya? Hindi ka na masaya sa work mo, and you have to do something about it. You know, in life, kailangan mo ng challenge to grow. Sometimes talaga, when you plan, even if it's the best plan you have, it's always the plan of the Lord that prevails. Parang, I have done so much for that relationship. Child of God, kaya to, pero bakit ito yung nangyari sa akin? And all. Yung parang, you tend to question na, God, kung bakit yung binigay sa'yo. Pero question mo, bakit ganito yung nangyayari? But I survive every day.
What is up, yo, people of the Philippines and the world? So I'm back again with another video, and today I share with you guys about faith, values, relationship, how we can find light in every situations, and going through a long relationship and then being single in your mid-20s. Maybe some of you can relate, or maybe some of you around our age na can relate about being single at this time. So I have here with me a very good friend. We've been friends for how many years now?
Since 2015.
Yes, since 2015. And if you watch some of my vlogs, lahat ng guests ko dito are my closest friends because I'm just starting. Anyways, this friend of mine is a good friend of mine, someone that I know, a friend for keeps. She's one of my closest friends, and we have almost same values and faith in life. My sister in Christ. We have here Miss Jenny Yagi. Let's welcome Miss Jenny Yagi.
Hello, 102 million subscribers. Yes.
Thank you for guesting my channel.
Yes, it's my pleasure, of course.
Okay. So, iyan, siguro I thought of discussing with her about more in depth about the values and how do you keep your values intact with the situation that you have and with the relationship that you have. Pero first, I would like to know a life update from you. You just resigned from the previous job that you had with me, and then you have a new job right now, right? And how was it? Parang how's the transition, and also how did you, kasi you've been with your previous job for 4 years?
For 5 years.
For 5 years, take note of that. How do you find the courage to go to your comfort zone and then parang find another opportunities for you?
Actually, it happened last quarter of 2019. So before pandemic noon eh.
Okay.
Alam mo ba yung feeling na hindi ka na masaya? Hindi ka na masaya sa work mo, and you have to do something about it. If not, yung mental health mo naman yung yung magsasuffer. And anyway, before pa nun, kumbaga, meron na ako mga series na parang hindi na ako masaya, then suddenly, something good happened, then magiging okay na naman, tapos hindi naman magiging masaya. That's when I thought na, okay, that's enough. Because I have to prioritize mental health ko, in which a very, kumbaga important, prioritizing your mental health. And you don't like na, dumating ka sa point na alam mo yun, na tali ka na. Na dun ka na lang. Yung parang wala ka na magagawa, eto na lang yun. Wala ka nang choice in life. So, alam mo naman na parang kumbaga, it's a good thing also that I have a good relationship with God. I have this kind of relationship with God na every time na I encounter problems like this, na hindi na ako masaya, ano bang gagawin ko? I always look for His guidance. I always ask for His guidance actually. And yun na nga, nangyari na yung nangyari. Nag-apply ako while may work pa ako. Hindi nila alam. Alam mo yun? It's a good thing also
na-reveal.
Yun na nga, it's a good thing also to look for a job while you still have a job. Kasi you don't want na, alam naman na, okay, ipaprioritize mo yung mental health mo at the same time, alam mo yun, yung parang magte-take risk ka. One of your vlogs nga sinabi, diba? You should take risk. A calculated risk.
Okay, that's from Zal.
Yan, a calculated risk. And mahirap yung magte-take ka lang ng risk na wala kang plano. And sometimes you just have to do it. Even if you don't have plans. Kasi, kumbaga, kung hintay mo may plan, sometimes may plan tayo, tapos hindi naman natutupad, kasi nga ganito, ganyan, may mga mangyayari. And yun na nga, it happened. Then that's it. And when I did it, like nung nag-resign ako, sinabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, there's no turning back. Parang kumbaga, nag-surrender ka na eh. Nag-surrender ka na kay God na parang, okay, you've asked guidance from Him. Kasi binigay naman niya yung guidance na, okay, sige, ito yung gawin mo. Tapos ito yun na, ginawa mo na yung pinag-pray mo.
After that company, you have the better opportunity naman agad.
After may resignation. Kasi nun na, after nung resignation, tulad ng sabi ko, di ako nag-resign until wala akong work. Tapos nag-resign ako, may work na ako. Pandemic happened. And yun na nga. Doon na
subok ang lahat.
Doon na subok ang lahat.
So wait, naisipan mo ba na parang bumalik?
No, never.
Okay.
No, never. Never ko naisipan. Even to a point na nagme-message na yung ating boss, na ganito, na bumalik na. Never in my mind na bumalik.
Sorry lang, commercial lang. Sobrang sarap ng cookies. We bought this from Greenfield eh. Meron akong classmate before. Silang pwesto doon sa Greenfield mismo. Ang pangalan is, ano ba to, Doubts? How do you read this?
I don't know.
Anyway, this one. Basahin nyo na lang. Sobrang sarap. And if you happen to be in this area, you can check out their store sa Greenfield. Ang sarap ng cookies nila. So I can't help but share it with you. Going back, okay, go.
Okay, going back, yun na nga. Hindi ko naisip. Hindi ko naisip na bumalik doon. Na, alam mo yun sa...
I think kasi when you're decided already, na para sa akin na, syempre matagal mo yung pinag-isipan. So parang, pag nakapag-decide ka, there's no turning back.
At some point, yun, parang, ano ba itong nangyayari sa akin? Of course, doon na yung natin na connection na natin yung mga bagay-bagay. Bakit nangyayari ito sa atin and all, na bakit nangyari pa na during the pandemic pa na when we need, yung ng work and everything na. Though, yung sa mga panahon naman na yun, first wave pa lang nung lockdown natin yun eh.
Okay.
Na parang, hindi din naman natin alam na magtatagal yun ng gano'n. So, kumbaga, naisip ko na lang din, okay, sige, okay lang. Pero nung nagtagal na, almost, nag 3 months ako na walang work, na kumbaga, almost every night na nun. Since nung nalaman ko na na-receive yung offer, umiiyak talaga ako noon. To a point na hindi ko sinabi sa family ko because I don't want them to worry. Kasi kumbaga, ano na lang sasabihin? Kumbaga, iniisip ko pa yung sasabihin ng pamilya ko na mag-worry sila and all.
I think everyone could relate to that. Kasi syempre, first and foremost, pagka nag-resign tayo and we want to seek better opportunities outside our comfort zones, I think ang una natin iisipin is how can our family be so, how can this situation of mine affect my family? Also, especially when you are a breadwinner, diba? Or if you give share monthly to your family,
yes, diba? Of course. So, yun yung naisip ko din, na parang kumaga, oh my God, hindi to dapat nang malaman. So, pero sinare ko sa mother ko. Yun, sa mother ko talaga sinare. And not to the rest of the family. So, yun. So, nanay ko lang. Tapos, naiintindihan naman niya. And she even, offered na, okay, may pera ka ba? And all. And that time naman, meron naman din, kumbaga, hindi din naman ako
0-0.
0 na 0. Pero, kumbaga,
siguro, one thing then na parang they have to consider is that dapat at least meron kang konting ipon para naman you have the confidence.
Yes, emergency fund.
Yeah, your emergency fund.
Build
your emergency fund. Nandun yan sa sa financial advice ko in my previous video. So, building your emergency fund is very important, lalo in times of like this unforeseen circumstances na nagkaroon ng pandemic. At least, diba, meron kang mahuhugot.
One thing pa, I'm just so thankful na meron instrument na ginamit sa Lord, who are my cousins, si Isa and Michael. And I'm just so blessed to have them in my life, na during those season, or during that period of my life, nandun sila to support me, not just financially, kasi nga almost si Michael lang nagbayad ng rent ng bahay noon. Tapos kumbaga,
you still live with Isa and
yes, and emotionally din. They checking on me, na kung how are you, parang gano'n. And naman yun. And parang medyo, okay. Parang sa isip-isip ko, ito na ba yun? Ito na ba yun, Lord? Kumbaga, I'm a child of God, kaya to, pero bakit ito yung nangyari sa akin? And all, yung parang, you tend to question na, God, kung bakit yung binigay sa'yo. Pero, dun ko naman din na-realize, at the end of the day, kasi everyday ka umiiyak, Ate JC, everyday ka umiiyak ka na question mo, bakit ganito yung nangyayari? But I survive every day. Kasi kumbaga, kinu-close ko naman yung day by saying na, okay, thank you Lord, napagtagumpayan ko yung araw na to. Tapos, yun, kumbaga na-survive ko yung 3 months na wala akong work. And then, a smart house happened. The company I'm working now. And I'm just so thankful na, alam mo, in life talaga, parang, even, sabi ko nga sa'yo, I planned everything. Like, well-planned. Kumbaga sa isip-isip ko, it's a well-planned decision, Ate JC, na, okay, magre-resign na, okay, sige, maghanap ako ng work during this period, magre-resign na ako ng ganito kasi makakahanap na ako ng work for sure. It's a well-planned decision, Ate JC. And yet, it happened na na-rescind yung offer. Sometimes talaga, when you plan, it doesn't mean na, even if it's the best plan you have, it's always the plan of the Lord that prevails. So,
that's why we believe about the
many are the plans
in a man's heart, but it is God's purpose that prevails. Proverbs 19 verse 21.
Yun na nga, parang, it's a good thing na nangyari yun sa life ko, na kumbaga na-receive yung offer and everything. Tapos, nangyari si Smart House. You know what, Ate JC, when, lagi nga sinasabi ito na, when God knows that your plan will destroy you, He will redirect your path. And it's just so amazing, you know, the glory of the Lord, na nandito ako ngayon sa Smart House, unknowingly, na ito pala yung,
give you financial abundance, emotional stability.
Yes. And of course, in this company also, Ate JC, I found new friends. Alam mo yun? Parang new family. In-embrace talaga nila ako doon. Parang lagi ko, na-mention ko na din to sa'yo na parang people, yun sa work ko ngayon, it's just so welcoming. Nung nandun ako doon. Nung bago ako doon. And wala akong naging complain about it. Alam mo yung binigay ni Lord sa akin, yung the best talaga.
Siksik-liglig at umaapa. More than what you prayed for.
Yes.
More than what you expected.
Alam mo kumbaga, kung ilang araw or ilang gabi akong umiyak. Yun yung naman araw-araw na tumatawa ko sa office din. As in, sobrang gaan lang ng mga tao doon. Of course, there are problems. Hindi naman maiiwasan yun lalo na sa sales. Pero, parang ang gaan-gaan lang.
So your greatest lesson is?
My greatest lesson is that all things happen for a reason. And you know what? In believing to that life lesson, Ate JC, parang it turns everything positive eh. Parang every time I encounter negativities in life, I always say that all things happen for a reason. And then,
that's so beautiful.
And things turn out to be positive. Even people that come in your life and go. Parang ganon.
Yes.
Parang that thing happened for a reason. And you just have to wait for another person to replace that someone. Because for I know na if that someone I mean someone or a thing is not meant for you, then something more beautiful is waiting for you.
That is why it is very important for us to have faith. Kumbaga, that's why it is called faith, diba? We have to have faith on things that are unseen.
Yes.
Because God knows what's best for us. And those things that we tend not to see yet, that is coming our way, parang si Lord lang kasi nakakaalam. And we just have to trust in Him.
Yes. We just, trust is what we need. Sabi, parang during the period na parang kinasyon ko na si God, na bakit niya ginawa yun sa akin?
It doesn't make perfect sense. Why is this happening to me?
Yes.
And then one day you'll wake up na parang sasabihin mo na, that's why. Now it makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. Parang may mga moment tayo in life na, oh my God, this is not happening to me. Why me? But minsan, we tend to say, parang kung question natin na, of our being child of God. Parang, child of
bakit
God
ako? Madasali naman ako. Mabait naman ako. Bakit sa akin ito nangyayari?
Yun na nga. So, Ate Gigi, parang in everyday, pag nagkukwentuhan tayo, ang dami na natin napagdaanan in life. And yung faith naman natin, hindi naman yan nawawala. Diba?
It's just there. Kasi once that seed is planted in our heart, it will grow and it will bear fruit.
Yes.
Lagi yan sinasabi sa church. I'm just so proud of you, hearing you say those words, you know, the wisdom that comes from God. Siguro kasi, that's why we need to read our Bible and also
Yes.
attend
Services.
Oo.
And during this period, even pag hindi talaga kayang lumabas, you know,
pwede naman online.
Online.
Yeah, it's because parang it's our guide in our life na whatever happens, God is the only constant and then God is our rock.
Yes.
Talagang parang lahat mangyayari, lahat shake ka, but then God remains the same today, tomorrow, and forever. Parang siya yung parang minsan ikaw yung parang, so ginawa mo to sa akin, paalam. But then parang he stays where he is at and parang he always reach out to you, always ready to reach out.
Yeah, even we turn our back. You know what? He remains faithful.
Correct. Even if we are unfaithful, He remains faithful. And that's what I think is what keeps us going in life. And that's what gives us joy in our heart, to have God in our life. Amen. Okay.
Amen.
So, with that, I would like to go on to my next question. Okay, so iyon, since we already discussed about that, having faith in God, so let's go to your values in life. How important your life values in choosing a partner in life? Is it very important or parang it doesn't matter as long as he knows God, or parang, of course na-share mo na that values or parang your faith in God keeps you going in life, na parang makes you parang have joy in your life and trusting that the Lord that everything happens for a reason, and that your faith keeps you grounded, or that your faith turns everything positive for you, parang ganyan, because you know that si God yung bahala sa'yo. So that's in general in your life. But when it comes to your relationship, how does your life values important in choosing your partner in life?
Oh, it's actually important, Ate JC, kasi kumbaga yun yung basis mo in looking for a partner. Because at the end of the day, you want a partner who has same faith as you, has some values as you. Tas there are few values lang na, alam mo na, kino-consider ko on top of my list talaga, na meron yung future someone, or if there is. Na gusto ko talaga yung may faith din siya. May faith siya kay Lord. And second,
number one, that he has faith in the Lord.
He has faith in the Lord.
It's important.
Yes, it's very important. That's very important. And another thing is love for the family. That's also an important values. And yung dalawa, yun yung pinaka top of the line talaga. Kasi for me, if you have faith in the Lord, sa initial relationship niyo pa lang, startup relationship pa lang, you know na magtatagal because it's centered by God. The second thing is that someone who has love for the family, as I do. I'm a family-oriented person, and I always look forward to help my family. And yun, for I know na pag meron siyang ganon, the family that we will build, of course, you will take care of it, Ate JC, diba?
Yes.
And yun yung importante.
Siguro kasi then, no, if you have the same values as your future partner in life, kasi parang aligned kayo with what you want, with what kind of life you want to have. Especially when you both love God, kasi since He's the center of your relationship, it's more easier to connect with Him or with your future partner. Kasi kung medyo taliwas kayo, parang doon pa lang. Kumbaga, for me mahirap na nga ang buhay, and then you find a partner na mahirap pang kasama and you don't have the same values, na parang from your values pa lang nag-aaway na kayo. How do you raise a kid? How do you raise a child?
Yes, it has an impact to yung sa kids mo. Sabi nga nila, diba? Parang your kids cannot choose their parents. So it's your obligation to be a good parent. And how can you do that? By choosing the right partner.
Right. And also, parang for me, like sometimes kasi parang yung minsan ina-align, parang kahit hindi aligned yung values mo with the other person.
Compromise.
Oh, you compromise, which is not. Dapat you set your standard or you set your values and parang you stick with that. And then, if he happens to meet your standard, then well and good. But if not, it's better not to be in a relationship with that person. With that person who doesn't have the same value as you. As for me kasi siguro parang if I may share lang din, siguro parang for me, I value modesty, virtue, and purity. Sometimes we tend to compromise that values for us to parang, sige, okay na to kasi parang, mahal ka naman siya, Pero I don't, naman, judge or condemn other people who does that already. But it's just with me. Para sa akin, if you meet someone, dating with the intention of getting married someday, I believe in that kind of thing. Parang you date to marry. Hindi yung parang you date lang because you want someone to be with you. Parang ganyan.
Parang kumbaga, there are people kasi na parang they date because they want to test waters. And in our age, we don't, I mean, for me, in my age, like, I'm already 27. I'm already 27 and I don't like, alam mo yung I've been to a long-term relationship. And I don't like to test waters anymore.
Okay.
So, parang kumbaga, I've been to a long-term relationship and that's enough for me na. Parang, grabe Ate JC, yung impact nun sa life ko na it's been so long na parang, kumbaga, binigay mo lahat ng oras mo and all. Parang kumbaga, you don't want to do that again. Parang, ayaw mo nang dumaan dun sa process na yun. So, you choose na yung someone who has the intention of marrying.
Yes, correct. That's correct. Siguro, when you're at your late 20s, ganun na din talaga yung naiisip mo. But with that long-term relationship, as you've mentioned, does it ever come a time that you compromise your values for him? Because it's long-term and parang you feel like na baka naman it's okay to do this. Or parang parang just any values that you compromise, nothing specific, but in general.
In general, yes. I have done so much for that relationship. We've been together for like almost 10 years. Pero that's not tuloy-tuloy actually. That's not tuloy-tuloy. In between, there are some relationship also. But that was long. Kasi kumbaga, we've considered 10 years. Parang tuloy-tuloy na. So, on and off yan, 10 years. So, that was so long. What
made you decide na parang, okay, eto na talaga yon?
Kumbaga, it just happened, Ate JC, because of the pandemic. I've been going through so much. And alam mo yun yung parang kumbaga, nandun lang ako sa sitwasyon na okay, I just have to end this one to focus on myself. Because hindi man niya siguro alam, pero I've given so much to that relationship. And kumbaga, I know na marami din siyang binigay sa relationship, of course, because nag-invest siya, it's 10 years, my God. And kumbaga, naging masyado kami kompante to each other, in which compromise to a point na we've been like holding to our dreams. Na yung pansariling dreams mo na. Yun nako-compromise mo for that relationship to remain. And that's not healthy anymore. So, I needed to let that relationship go. And yun na nga, sumabay din siya sa pandemic. And which hindi siya naayos ng mabuti. So,
okay, parang at your age, letting go of the long-term relationship, was it okay for you to do that? Parang, did you ever think twice na parang, oh my God, I'm at my 27 na parang, should I let go of this? Or should I still hold on to this?
Because siguro, there's so many things that are happening in my mind that time na hindi ako nakapag-isip kung ano ba talaga, ganito, ganyan. And I've been thinking about it for so long. Parang we've been thinking about it for so long.
So both?
Oh yeah, both naman. Na parang away-away na lang lagi, ganito, ganyan. So parang we've been thinking about it. Hindi na siya healthy at some point. Pero, kumbaga, you find happiness pa rin naman at some point. Pero, there are a lot of, fights.
When do you know it's time to let go?
When you are no longer feeling the same happiness as you felt the first, or the first moments.
But in a relationship, it's not all about happiness.
Yes, it's not all about happiness. But you know what? Parang ganun talaga eh. Parang when it's about your happiness, it's no longer healthy, Ate JC, to go for it. Kasi a relationship is not always about happiness. But if it's giving up what makes you happy. Yung mga tulad ng sinabi ko sa'yo, it's giving up your dreams. It's holding back all the dreams na parang it's holding you to move on for your dreams, for yourself. Then it's no longer a thing.
it's no longer worth it to hold
Yes.
on to that
to
relationship.
that relationship. And in the end, if kayo. Yun, parang yun na lang din yung naisip ko in the end. Na parang, in the end, parang if kayo talaga. Parang ganun.
Yeah, I agree.